Hey Mark, thanks for the question via Facebook. Yeah, I just want to do a quick video response. The question you had was about shouldn't we be focusing on like a fight against discrimination, a broader definition of discrimination of all kinds versus racism per se. Um, my thought is, I always say that I support any efforts against any kind of discrimination. So I'm for, at the end of the day, I think it's really one word that everybody wants, which is equality. Everyone wants to be treated for who they are as a person. Everyone wants equal treatment. Whether you have a disability, I myself am partially blind, so a different ability, disability, or whatever you want to call it. Um, Racial, when it comes to gender, when it comes to marriage equality for gay people, I support fully all efforts around total equality. My personal work, the work that I focus on specifically, has to do with race relations in America. Even with that, I think you have distinct histories. For example, black people in America, in relation to white people in America, have a distinct history, an unresolved history. Native American, indigenous, American Indian folks, actually indigenous worldwide, but in the U.S., that's a very specific relationship, white and indigenous, which is unresolved. Again, you have folks, real issues. It's a smaller population numbers-wise, but that's another piece. So regarding race, you're going to have people of every group, white, and then people of color, different people of color. Okay, but now as it pertains to the Trayvon Martin case, for example, and specifically black-white relations in America, this is something I think that has a real sense of urgency, in a sense that what are we responding to with Trayvon Martin? The bottom line that, like, any parent, no matter who you are, you know, if your 17-year-old child was pursued by a grown man with a gun and your child was walking at night unarmed and he ends up dead and the killer goes free and wasn't even arrested, any parent would not be okay with that, you know. But in terms of what's going on with young black men in America, and that reality in those stories, that's a very specific issue. So I really would love to see white men come together with black men to support young black men and boys around specifically this issue. Of course, I want to support all young men as men, and then young women, all of us together, our youth, period. But these are very specific issues that I think we need as allies, as white people. I think we can be allies and come together and hear our friends, our fellow citizens, our brothers, our neighbors, like, to hear these stories and then stand beside them as an ally. So, but not with some weird sort of liberal white guilt or some misplaced guilt trip, or without being in denial about the reality. See, if we could get past the denial of what's really happening, and get past the whole, oh God, white privilege guilt trip, what do I do? If we get past that, I think we'd be so empowered to deal with this issue. So thanks, man. Peace.